And hello everyone, Peter here, like always. I hope you're all doing well today. So, someone wanted me to draw a treehouse for them. I took their offer, and this is what became of it. This drawing is on an 18 by 24 inch piece of paper. For a drawing like this, I decided to spend a while sketching before I started with the permanent ink, just to get everything positioned right. Now, I have sped the sketching part of the video. I sped it up significantly more than the rest of it, mostly because you can't really see much of what I'm doing. Basically, I just found a picture of a tree that I liked to shape the basic form of the major branches after. And then I sketched in the clumps of leaves as well, with the areas of each clump that would be shaded a little darker. That part's pretty easy after you've decided which way the light's coming from. Then the part of the sketching that took a little while longer was where I sketched in the different buildings that would be in this gigantic tree. I try to kind of place them on or around larger tree branches that might conceivably be able to hold the weight of the buildings, but obviously this whole adventure is going to, it's going to have to take at least a few grains of imagination and fantasy to hold it all together. The client said he wanted a tree house, but like a couple of other similar things I've drawn, I immediately started imagining multiple structures suspended in a single tree. If any of you have ever played the computer game Myst, there was a world in there that had a village that consisted of a series of tree houses connected by rope bridges. I always liked that level, and since then I've always wanted to have a tree house with a rope bridge or two in it. So I was sure to put a few in this drawing. I put some sort of large structure at the base of the branches as a central point for the whole thing. Now, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be, this central structure is supposed to be a place for meetings, or a grog hall, or a chapel, or a temple, or a place to hold really cool battle bot fights, or a morgue, or a library, or the mayor's house, or the place where they decide who to let into the Treehouse Club or not, or what. That's the sort of thing that's up to you, the viewer, to decide. I draw the lines, I add in a few details, maybe some color, and in situations like this, I don't add much more than that. You step up and add the rest. You imagine the people or creatures or whatever that live there, if anything, and you decide why they want to live there instead of on the ground. What's so great about living in a tree, and what's so awful about being on the ground here? I mean, I know that the view would be great, and it would probably just be awesome in general, but is it really worth having to climb all those stairs every time you come back from the grocery store or something? And the constant risk of falling to your death when you walk out your front door to go to work, still half asleep in the morning? I'm not sure. You tell me. There could be all sorts of reasons. Obviously there are reasons. There have to be. They wouldn't have built all this cool stuff up in this huge tree for no reason. Also, I kind of tried to unite the buildings with a central theme of architecture. Basically, there's just a few little details that tie them all together with like little things like at the roof corners, there's little points where they curve up, and I don't know, just a few things like that to make them seem like they fit together. But anyways, I used Pigma Micron pens for this. As you can see, I also colored this one, and for that I used Prismacolor pencils. This whole drawing took about 11 hours, which I did over 2 separate days. After I finished it, I took it to a UPS store where they have a big old color scanner, and I had them scan it in for me, and then I popped this sucker in a mailing tube and sent it off to my client. Boom. Done. happy with how it turned out. Well, that's about it for today. I think a lot of us have had dreams of amazing tree houses since childhood, and drawing stuff like this just kind of lets me let it out a little bit. I had a good time with it, and I hope you did too. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.